kids, Pink Girly here. Hey, listen, I'm just preparing some paper for a project for my next video, real quick, because I don't know if you'll think this is silly or a brilliant idea, but I've said this before in a few of my videos. I love tea-stained paper. I just don't like making it. It's just very slow process to me, and I'm not sure I do it right or well. Anyway, I try to speed up everything. So I'm sitting here at my desk. I've got one of these work mats down. This is not the Tim. And I mixed up I just put some water in my distressed little sprayer here. I didn't even measure. I just eyeballed it and just, I filled it up about like this. And then I took a color that I like, this toffee. This is apple barrel. I'm not crazy about apple barrel to use like on a painting project, but like to mix in water, is for a wash of a sorts, is great. So I just dumped some of that in, shook this up, and I was messing around with a few things. And I thought, oh, well, let me get my brayer out and see how that works. And so that's what I did. And I think I'm going to like it. So I put up a little piece of, I save everything. I save the covers of my paper pads. So I just took one of those covers of this paper pad, split it in half so I could protect my keyboard and other stuff that I've sitting around my very messy desk. So this is all I'm doing. And I'm just taking a couple of spritzes of this concoction, right? And then I'm watering it down with just plain water in a sprayer. Then I take my brayer and I'm smooshing that around. And then I'm taking my paper that I want to have tea stained. This is it's a little heavier than copy paper. Cut to the size that I want for my project. And I'm just laying that down and then dragging this wet paint wash, if you will, on my paper. Flip it over. It doesn't get real wet. Like I tried spraying just the paper and it gets so wet. So by the time that dries, now I've had one up here, and this one's not dry yet. Now this one I sprayed on the paper itself and then smooshed it around with my hand. I think it'll be okay. I want you to be able to journal on this, so I don't want it real dark and real heavy like if I use my Gelli plate. I just really kind of want to wash, and I want to like grunge up the paper. So I think once this dries, I should take maybe after this one, I'll take my, can never think of the name of it. My heat gun and dry one. See how it looks. All right, so I'm just now, I could leave it right like it is as it sprays out, but I don't necessarily want those little puddles of paint. I kind of want a parchment type of look. I don't know if you can really see that. Oh, there, I got a wrinkle. That's cool. I have this little piece of wood across my work area. If you could see this, you would just crack up. That holds my camera, and I've got all kinds of things dangling from it, because when I paint my light bulbs or whatever, and then I've got a binder clip on there. It's got a couple magnets on it, and I can just throw my needles up there and they just stick. So I got all kinds of stuff hanging around me. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll let that dry. And you could do this in any color. I wanted a parchment look because what I'm going for, well, I don't want to spill the beans, but for my next project, I want more of a parchment look rather than, I thought about maybe doing like a red. I've done pink before. I love how the pink comes out. But I didn't want pink for this project. And I was just going to put plain white paper, get that ready for my project, but I didn't really want that either. I think once this dries, I'm going to be okay with that. Because I need, let's see, 20 or 30 sheets of paper. I'm doing a smaller 40 sheets, 40 or 50 sheets of paper. By the time I tea stain that and get the tea ready and put it in the pan and stand there and dunk it in and let it sit, this is so much faster. And it still gets that crunchy, after you wet paper and then it dries, it kind of gets a really cool feeling to it. I love that. Now, if I wanted a deeper color, I would say don't add more water to this. Just do it this way. Let's do one that way. See, I like that, the markings that the brayer makes. So really, it's the same idea, I would think, as jelly plating. I'm not an expert on jelly plating. I've done it a few times. I'm not sure I pick up prints the way you're supposed to. Marks. Because the paint's not watered down. And that will work too. So I've got paper laying everywhere. Oh, I don't want to put that there. It's going to get speckled as I spray. So I just wanted this to be a quick little video as I'm getting my paper ready for my next project. And then when you add the paint to your water in your little spray bottle, you can add as little or as much as you like for whatever your needs are. So I used a lot of water. I think, I guess I watched a couple of YouTube videos that tells you what the ratio should be. And I think it's supposed to be 1 part paint to 2 parts water. Oh, got caught in my brayer. Hold on, hold the phone. This one's really wrinkled. I don't want to tear it. See if I can salvage this. Yeah, just adds a little character. All right, so that's it for that. Just a quick little video to tell you what I'm up to. Hope you find it helpful. I'll catch you in the next video I do.